Within the Calculated Time tab, underneath the BasicMOST standard, calculated times can also be edited using the MOST code editor. To use the MOST code editor, right-click in the cell and select it from the drop-down. This brings up a window in which most codes can be input using ABG codes and corresponding lookup tables. The different types of ABG codes that can be selected are general, controlled, crane, and equipment. You'll see that as I selected the different ABG code types, I selected the tab corresponding to those types. The tabs correlate to the lookup tables for the ABG codes. So to do an example here, let's say that an operator is going to walk 1 to 2 steps. So I'll click that and you can see that that index of 3 has been populated within the ABG MOST code below. So if the operator walks 1 to 2 steps and then maybe bends down to grasp a light object and arises, walks back 1 to 2 steps, and then let's say there's no bend and lays that object aside before walking maybe 10 steps to another station. Here you can see that I've populated my MOST code. Perhaps I want to add frequencies corresponding to the different elements of this MOST code. To do this, I can place parentheses around those elements of the MOST code. So maybe I want the operator to grasp 2 objects rather than 1. To do this, I will place parentheses around the grasp, and then they will also place those 2 objects. To add the frequencies corresponding to these parentheses, in the frequencies column, I'll simply enter the first parentheses, so that 2 corresponds to grasping 2 objects, and the next 2 corresponds to the next set of parentheses, or placing these 2 objects. Here I've added frequencies for the elements of these MOST codes. I can then click OK. Here you can see that the MOST codes have been populated with the corresponding TMU time. If I were going to add another code using the MOST code editor, I would simply right click and follow the same process once again. The ABG templates can also be edited by the user in order for the user to input any user specified ABG lookup tables. To add in a user specified template, you can follow the instructions in the Editing Calculated Time Templates video and insert the BMOST user code.xls file. Load that into the template manager, and that tab will appear here within the MOST code editor.